Hi, my name is Rita Johnson-Greene. I am the Chief Operating Officer here at the Alliance for Regenerative Medicine, and I'd like to welcome you to ARM Studios. I'd like to introduce Robert Eng, who's the CEO of Vor Bio and also an ARM board member. Thank you for being here today, Robert.
Oh, great to be here, Rita.
Awesome. So, can we start off by you telling us a bit about Vor Bio?
Sure, I'd love to. So, Vor Bio is a cell therapy company which fits right in with the membership of ARM. We are making gene-modified stem cell transplants for patients with cancer. And oftentimes, this is a standard of care right now where you can make these stem cell transplants and replace the diseased marrow for patients who have bone marrow cancers. In our circumstance, we are modifying these cells to make them resistant to treatment. They're essentially shielded from anti-cancer therapy. And hopefully then we can change the outcomes of these patients who can then receive treatments without the major toxicities that they often run into.
Awesome. Thank you, Robert. So my next question for you is that it's been a fantastic year for Vor. You had an IND, you've had positive clinical data. So can you tell me what's next for Vor?
At Vor, we are all about building products for patients that really need to be transformative. We really want to aim towards changing the lives of patients through improved outcomes. And in order to do that, we have to continue developing our products, but also evolve as we get data and making sure that we make the best quality product for patients. And as you mentioned, Rita, we last released data in June, which was very promising. We'll be reading out further data later this year, which hopefully will be similarly promising, and really then setting the stage about what later stage clinical design can look like, such that we can really get these to patients who are all waiting for these products because of their need.
Awesome. Thank you, and best of luck later on this year, Robert.
Thank you very much. And we're super excited. We now have a second product in the clinic, as you mentioned. This is a CAR T product, so this is a programmable T-cell therapy. We're essentially making T cells that can really hunt cancer in a much more effective way, and we can hopefully marry the two programs together at some future point in time.
Wonderful. Well, thank you. So my next question for you is, again, I mentioned that you're an ARM board member, and thank you so much for your service. What are you most passionate about when it comes to advocating for the cell and gene therapy sector?
What we're doing at ARM and with the membership at ARM is we are all trying to make these transformative therapies, right? We're not doing this because it's easy. In fact, what we're doing is incredibly difficult. But we're doing it all for very valid reasons, because there's so many diseases that cannot be addressed through more traditional or cheaper modalities. What that means, of course, there are additional hurdles that we have to address, whether that's through a regulatory path, just execution in the clinic, manufacturing and quality related topics, particularly as we're navigating into commercial topics around pricing and reimbursement and market access. All of these things have additional hurdles for these more complicated modalities than, say, a traditional pill or an injection.
Couldn't agree more. And I mean, that's some of the things that, ARM is working on to ensure that we're identifying and addressing some of the issues and challenges in the sector. So my last question for you is more of a personal question and not necessarily associated with your company, but why are you passionate about what you do, and why do you do what you do?
Thanks, Rita. So I trained as a general surgeon, and I gotta say, I miss clinical practice every day. And it's because I knew when I was practicing, I would get up in the morning and I would go to work, and people don't have surgery for fun. It's normally one of the most stressful times in their entire lives. And I knew that I could make a difference with every patient I touched. That's a little bit more indirect now that I'm on the biotech side of things. And so really I get up in the morning with a certain sense of urgency and importance, knowing that I need to drive to that same degree of impact, although I now have the potential of potentially touching the lives of tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of patients. That's what gets me out of bed. That's what motivates me to contribute to ARM, to make sure that we can rally together for the benefit of the whole sector and really for patients at large.
No, what a great answer. On one hand, in your early stage career, you were, working to benefit the lives of a person or one patient at a time, and now it's the masses. But at the end of the day, it's still about benefiting patients. Thank you.
Thank you very much.